This is Vlad III, Prince of Wallachia, a man whose name has echoed through the centuries, synonymous with both terror and heroism. In the turbulent 15th century, his realm, a region in modern-day Romania, stood as a volatile frontier between the expanding Ottoman Empire and Christian Europe. It was a time of constant warfare and shifting allegiances, a brutal landscape that would forge an equally brutal ruler. The world would come to know him by a more chilling name, Vlad the Impaler. His infamous moniker was earned through his preferred method of execution, impalement. Historical woodcuts and paintings, though sensationalized, capture the horror of this practice. Victims were hoisted onto long, sharpened stakes, often oiled to prolong the agony, and left to die a slow, excruciating death under their own weight. This wasn't just punishment. It was a form of psychological warfare. By lining the roads to his capital with forests of impaled bodies, sometimes numbering in the tens of thousands, Vlad sent an unmistakable message to his enemies. This gruesome spectacle solidified his reputation as one of history's most merciless figures. Vlad's cruelty was legendary and extended beyond the battlefield. One of the most haunting tales describes him dining calmly amidst a forest of his impaled foes, seemingly untroubled by the stench of death and the sounds of suffering. He savored his meal as if it were a simple picnic, demonstrating an unnerving detachment from the carnage he had orchestrated. In another infamous incident, when Ottoman ambassadors refused to remove their turbans in his presence, citing religious custom, Vlad offered a permanent solution. He had their headwear nailed directly to their skulls, a grotesque and unforgettable lesson in respect. If you find this dark history fascinating, please like and subscribe to the channel for more. Was Vlad the Impaler a sadistic monster, or was he a pragmatic ruler defending his homeland against overwhelming odds? This question lies at the heart of his complex legacy. To his enemies and victims, he was a bloodthirsty tyrant who reveled in cruelty. Yet, to many Romanians, he is remembered as a national hero, a fierce voivode who fought for Wallachian independence and imposed a harsh but effective order upon a lawless land. He was a ruthless warrior and a stern dispenser of justice, a figure whose actions were as much a product of his violent times as they were of his own iron will. Centuries later, this dark Prince of Wallachia would find a new kind of immortality. In the late 19th century, Irish author Bram Stoker, searching for inspiration for his Gothic novel, stumbled upon the accounts of Vlad's reign. He borrowed the name Dracula, a title Vlad inherited from his father, who was a member of the Order of the Dragon, and fused the historical ruler's reputation for cruelty with folklore about vampires. This literary transformation created Count Dracula, the undead aristocrat who has haunted our collective imagination ever since. And so, the real man, Vlad the Impaler, remains forever entwined with the fictional monster, his true history obscured by the long, dark shadow of the legend he inspired.